seen budget smartphone launches coming in hot with great options for users to consider under the 15K price point. The latest entrant in this competitive price point is the Poco M3, the budget smartphone successor to the popular Poco M2 that launched in September last year. Hey, I'm Dhriti and welcome to Digit.in. The Poco M3's price starts at Rs 10,999 for the 6GB plus 64GB variant, which puts it up against other budget smartphones such as the Motorola G Power and the Realme 7i. We've got the review unit with us right here. And before we begin unboxing, if you're new to the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and also turn on post notifications so that you never miss another update. So now let's get right into unboxing this smartphone. So here we have the reviewer's kit of the Poco M3. Let's open it up. As you can see in here, we actually have a few spray cans, which is quite whimsical. We have a fluorescent blue, a fluorescent yellow and a metallic black. And you can see the top of the box as well. It has the signature Poco colors, which is pretty nice. Now let's look at the first thing we have right here. These are actually some stencils that you can use with the spray cans. Pretty cool. Let's set this aside. Here we have the box. So this is the box that you'll actually get when you purchase the smartphone. Let's open it up. So the first thing we see right here is a yellow box, and in it we should have our accessories. So the first thing we have is a user guide. We also have a clear silicone case, which is pretty good that the company provides that right in the box. And that's about it in this box. Let's set it aside. Now we come to the phone. Let's set the phone aside for a minute. Now we also have a charging cable, which is a USB-A to USB Type-C cable. It's pretty long. Let's set it aside. We also have a charging brick. Now this is a 22.5 watt charging brick, although the phone is only capable of 18 watt fast charging. So it's quite curious that the company decided to provide a charging brick that's of a higher wattage than what the phone can support. And that's about it for what we have in the box. So now let's take the box and set it aside and look at the phone itself. So now we have the phone out of the box, all unwrapped. Let's look at the back. So the first thing we can notice is that this phone actually has a textured back, which feels pretty nice in the hand. It's grippy and it is also pretty resistant to fingerprints, which is great. The same, however, cannot be said for the camera module right here, which is a rectangular cutout that houses the Poco logo as well as the triple camera array. You have the glossy finish right here with the Poco logo, which looks pretty nice. And at the back here, we have a 48MP primary lens, a 2MP macro lens, as well as a 2MP depth sensor. Let's look at the front now. You see that we have a display, which is a 6.53-inch IPS LCD display. It also has a waterfall or dewdrop notch, which houses the 8MP selfie camera. At the side, we have the buttons, the physical buttons. You have the volume rocker, which is the plus and the minus button. You also have the power button right next to it, which actually has an integrated fingerprint sensor, which is pretty good for this price bracket. On the side here, we have the SIM card, which has space for 2 nano SIM cards as well as a micro SD card. So you can actually expand the memory of this phone by 512 GB. At the bottom, we have a speaker, a USB Type-C port, as well as the primary microphone. And at the top, we have yet another speaker, which makes this a dual stereo speaker system, a 3.5mm audio jack, as well as an IR blaster. So now let's look at the phone's UI. This comes with MIUI 12, which runs on top of Android 10, and it has the Poco launcher on it. So users that have used Xiaomi or Poco devices will be pretty familiar with the UI, the looks, and the bloatware. So you do see that we have a lot of pre-installed apps here, including Netflix, Spotify, WPS Office, MePay, and a few games as well, which we did not install. This is fresh from a fresh boot. So you do get all of this bloatware, which MIUI users will already be used to. Having a look at the POCO M3, it seems like a pretty appealing phone for the price by face value, barring the pre-installed bloatware. If you're scouring the market for a phone around the 10K price point and the newly launched POCO M3 has caught your eye, here are some of the best features of the phone that you must know about. The POCO M3 follows suit of the latest trend of budget power smartphones, bringing in a massive 6000 mAh battery. It supports 18-watt fast charging, but surprisingly, the phone comes with a 22.5-watt charger in the box, which is similar to the Redmi 9 Power. The massive 6000 mAh battery can also be put into good use with POCO's reverse charging support. This is not the flagship level reverse charging where you can use the back of your device as a key charger of sorts, but if you connect a Type-C to a Type-C cable to the phone, it can provide juice to other devices with a Type-C port. The POCO M3 has a proper stereo speaker setup. Instead of designating the earpiece as a secondary speaker like many flagships do, the speakers are mounted on the top and bottom parts of the frame, giving users a more immersive experience when gaming or watching content. This is a pretty great feature to have on a budget smartphone, although we are seeing some budget smartphones adopting this feature lately. The POCO M3 employs a large 6.53 inches IPS LCD display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080 pixels, which is uncommon for phones at this price point. The display also features a water drop shaped notch, which is nothing out of the ordinary. Another thing to note is that you get pre-installed screen guard with the POCO M3 out of the box. The phone has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor placed conveniently on top of the power button. One issue with the side-mounted fingerprint sensor is that they usually tend to accidentally register touches when handling the phone or attempting to unlock it. POCO has an easy fix for that. You can choose between touch or press recognition methods. If you choose the latter, accidental touches won't activate the sensor since the power button needs to be pressed to activate it. Now that we've gone over some of our favorite features of the POCO M3, let's quickly glance over the specs of this phone. So there you have the unboxing of some of our favorite features of the POCO M3. Stay tuned to this channel for the in-depth review. Thank you so much for watching.